Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm going to be deep cleaning my entire kitchen, from the inside of my fridge to my oven, my dishwasher, inside my cabinets, the whole thing. So I hope you're ready for some real cleaning motivation, because this is gonna be a good one. This video is a part of an entire deep cleaning series that I am in the process of making right now. Last week I did my bathroom deep clean, so you can click on the card to watch that one once you're done with this one. And I will be going through my whole house over the course of the next few weeks and deep cleaning every nook and cranny to hopefully give you guys tons of cleaning motivation. I know a lot of us like to do kind of a deep clean right before the holidays, so your home is kind of clean and ready to go through the Thanksgiving and Christmas season, because obviously we get very busy during the holiday season, so it's nice to kind of get that out of the way now before life gets a little bit hectic. So hopefully this gives you a lot of motivation. Comment down below and let me know what you are doing today while you watch this video. I hope you're getting something done, or at least soaking in some motivation to get some cleaning done later today.
It's so hard to stay on top of the world when the world keeps telling you who you should be.
Started out with my refrigerator today, so I'm just clearing out everything so that I can really give it a good deep clean. You can see there are little crumbs and things all over my fridge. I do clean it out every week before I put in a fresh set of groceries, but today I'm actually like taking apart all the pieces. I'm using this multi-surface cleaner to clean everything, and like I said, I'm taking all the like shelves out and everything. You can see there's like something that had spilled down there at the bottom that I never would have known about if I hadn't taken the shelves out, so it definitely needed to be done.
Only one thing I know is that good things happen when you lose control. A real change inside my soul. The sun is coming up, down every...
Okay, it took me a minute to figure out how I'm going to wash the shelves, because I wanted to wash them in my sink, but I had to like clear this whole space, so I have my entire contents of my fridge squeezed over here so that I can have all this space to dry my shelves after I hand wash them.
You'll find there's a little bit of magic. You gotta let it go, just let it happen. Start a cycle, a chain reaction. This is what you've been waiting for. When it all comes in, you can just let go. Honey, this is all that you want and more. When you open your mind and open the front door. This is what you've been waiting for. When it all comes in, you can let it go. Honey, this is all that you want and more. When you open your mind and open the front door.
This big shelf that goes in the bottom, you can actually take the glass out of it, but I was like so scared of breaking it, so I had to be super careful. But I was glad that I did take the glass out, because the actual shelf itself has so many little like nooks and crannies, and there was like crumbs and stuff under where the glass had been, so it really did need to be scrubbed and kind of deep cleaned. So it worked out to take the glass out. I just had to be so careful, because the last thing I need is to have to replace the glass in a shelf in my fridge.
Greatest nights we ever had. Sun lit up the boulevard. Driving slow, racing in your car. Singing along every night. What's the play that's...
So next up, I need to empty these out so I can clean these containers. These are the drawers that go in my fridge. But in order to do that, I'm gonna have to put some of this away. So I wanna show you before I put all that away. Look at the inside of my fridge. Oh, this looks like it's a brand new refrigerator. It is so sparkling clean. That is amazing.
So if you wanna come on, the door is open.
here's the finished product, a nice, clean, and tidy fridge. I'm not like a fridge organization queen, but this definitely works for us and it's nice and clean. Then I just moved on to my freezer. I didn't defrost it or anything. I didn't feel like it needed it. There wasn't like anything built up, any ice built up or anything like that. So I just took my spray, sprayed it down really quick. I tried to work quickly so that none of my frozen food would thaw out sitting on the counter, and just wiped everything down real quick and threw it all back in.
Okay, I'm done with my fridge, so I wanted to show you a few of the things that I did in terms of organization in there. So the top shelf is really just for like the tall items that don't really fit anywhere else, as well as some of our supplements that I want to have front and center so we don't forget to take them every morning. Down here on this next shelf is kind of all of the things that I want to make sure I don't forget to use up. These are things like leftovers, like produce that is like on its way out, so I need to use it within the next couple of days, herbs that I want to remember to use, sauces that don't have a very long shelf life, things like that that I want to have kind of front and center in my face. So anytime I'm going to cook something or eat something, I want to grab from this shelf first before I go anywhere else. And then down here I have like some bigger items here. I don't want to leave anything like back behind here under this drawer because it's just gonna get lost, and this is where, back there is where things like go to die and get moldy. So I try to keep everything like where I can see it. I don't have anything like behind these front things if I can avoid it, just because I want to like actually see everything in my fridge so that nothing ends up getting lost and going bad. And then in my drawers, I just have my fruits and veggies. These are things that aren't necessarily about to go bad. If I notice one of them is about to go bad, I'll move it up here so I see it and use it. But these are mostly like vegetables that I will prep for dinners and things like that. And then fruit that we can grab for snacks. And then over here, I don't have a ton of like organization per se. I did like keep all my mustards together, my 2 tahinis, because I accidentally bought 2. And then I have like, Brian brought home like a 6-pack of beer that we have been slowly going through because neither one of us are big beer drinkers, but I went ahead and put like my cooking wine down there just to keep with the theme. But other than that, I'm really just trying to keep everything where I can see it and access it easily.
Now we're moving on to cleaning out my cabinets. Obviously, this is a new day. This kitchen deep clean actually happened over the course of 3 days. I find that, number one, kitchen deep cleans take a long time in general. Number 2, it takes twice as long when you're filming it. And then I just didn't ever have a day where I had like a solid however many hours it takes to clean. So I just had to do it over a few days, which honestly I prefer because I kind of get burnt out of cleaning, and it's nice, in my opinion, it's nice to kind of break it up. So if you're someone who doesn't love cleaning, I honestly don't love cleaning, it might help you to like break up big deep cleans like this into a couple of days and like maybe mix it up, do something different for a while. You know, you can still be productive and maybe, I don't know, do some cooking or take your dogs for a walk or something instead of trying to do it all in one day. I know that helps me, but obviously sometimes we only have one day to do it. So that's what videos like this are for, is to motivate you when you have just one day to get all your things done. Hopefully this will help you. But if you are like me and sometimes it just doesn't happen all in a day, don't feel bad. That's okay. You can still get it done. Sometimes you just have to be strategic about finding time to do it over the course of a few days. I decided to finally put all my onions in a bowl instead of just having them floating around in my cabinet because they're always like shedding their skin and making a mess everywhere. So I don't know why I didn't do this ages ago, but I finally did it. And then in terms of pantry organization, I just try to put the tallest stuff in the back and shorter stuff in the front so I can actually see everything.
Everything we do is art, and when the stars come out, we can be ourselves. Only when we dancing in the dark, with the lights on low, we can be who we are, who we are.
When it comes to organizing these Lazy Susans, I try to make sure every unique product is right along the outside so I can actually see and grab these things, especially because this particular Lazy Susan I have up high in a cabinet. And then if I have multiples of something, that's when I'll put it like behind the other product. That way I don't have anything that I can't see. I ended up shuffling some things around from my other cabinet over there and just reorganizing things a bit to make everything fit a little bit better and just kind of make more sense. So that's what I'm doing there. Up here, this is kind of like our supplement cabinet, so I'm just reorganizing that one as well. My knife block needed to be wiped down too. It just kind of had like dust on it and also some water spots. I think sometimes I would throw my knives back in there after washing them before they were like completely dry. So there's some water spots on there, and then I'm just kind of putting my glassware away and fitting everything back in where it belongs.
Okay, my camera battery died, so while I was waiting for it to charge, I wiped down all my counters, and I also made sure to wipe down like this back portion here, which I don't wipe down like every day when I'm, wiping the counters after dinner. I don't always get back there, and there was a little bit of dust back there, so I'm glad I did that. And then I also wiped down all of my little things that sit on my countertop and got those nice and clean. Next up, I'm gonna do my stovetop. I wiped it down, but it needs like more of a deep clean. Glass stovetops can be so hard to clean, but I'm gonna use, well, I'll show you what I'm using when we get to that. And then I need to clean my sink, and then we'll move down to the bottom, do my dishwasher, all these other cabinets, and my oven, all that kind of thing. I did throw the little tray for my Keurig in the dishwasher. I still need to wipe that. I don't actually use this very often, but we have it, and so I'm gonna wash that. And then I was able to, you guys probably saw, was able to get all of the liquor off of the top of my fridge, which I am so glad I was able to fit it all in that cabinet, because I don't really like the way that that looks sitting out. So yay, we're having some wins today. To clean my glass cooktop, I'm using baking soda, and then in my spray bottle, I have vinegar and water mixed together. And this is hands down the best way I have found to clean your glass cooktop. It works really well. It does take a little bit of elbow grease to get some of those little burnt off things like that are sometimes around the like perimeter of your
cooking, what do you call those? You know, the little circles that get hot. You know what I mean? Anyway, it takes a little bit of elbow grease, but it does really work. And obviously it's super inexpensive, just baking soda and vinegar. And then I did take my toothbrush and kind of go around the perimeter. That little rubber piece always is so dirty. I feel like I can never get it completely clean, but I really went at it today and got to where it was actually clean. As you can see, that left baking soda like all over my floors, which I'll clean up in a minute, but I wanted to get my oven cleaned first because I figured that would leave even more of a mess on my floors. So I'm just wiping it down with a multi-surface spray, just trying to get everything off that I can before I run the deep clean setting on my oven. I just want to get anything that's loose that I can get up ahead of time. I just want to get that off so that it's not quite so smelly when I run the oven deep clean, because you know how that can be. I don't run my oven cleaning setting all that often, especially in the summertime. I really don't like running it because it's just so hot. Like it makes my whole kitchen really warm. But I do use it a little bit more frequently in the winter time because I don't mind having my kitchen a little bit warmed up from my oven. So comment down below and let me know, how often do you run your oven's cleaning setting? Once I was done wiping everything down, I ran the cleaning setting on my oven, which turned out to be a little bit of a debacle. If you guys saw Friday's vlog, you already know. If you haven't seen that video, I will just link it up here in the cards for you. You can watch it when you're done and you will know all about what happened in my oven that day. We eventually were able to recover, but not without, well, I'll save you the details. You'll have to watch that vlog. If you missed it, go back and watch it when you're done with this video. You'll get to laugh at me a little bit. But I just moved on now to cleaning out my sink and then my drawers. Again, vacuuming everything up, cleaning everything up. I ended up doing this part the next day because the oven debacle ended up kind of taking up the remainder of my time on that last day. So we're moving on to the next day and cleaning out all of my drawers and cabinets on the lower half of my kitchen and just getting everything nice and tidy for kind of the holiday season. I like to do one big deep clean right before like Thanksgiving and Christmas. That way that's all just done, because I don't know about you, but that time of year obviously can be so busy. I'm sure that's true for you. It's true for pretty much all of us. So it's nice to just get this out of the way now. And that way your house is like clean, and you know, all the insides of your cabinets and all those little things that you don't get to clean all that often, it's done for a while. And then you don't really have to worry about it if you're having guests over in the future and things like that. It can all just kind of be done. And then all you really have to keep up on is just the day-to-day, you know, cleaning tasks that we all have to do on a daily and weekly basis.
So much brighter, a new song in my heart. Rain is gone, now it's so much brighter, a new song in my heart. Storm is over.
When it comes to organizing my spices, I really just did it based on the size and shape of the jar so I could fit everything in, because this is kind of a small space. Luckily, the drawer does open all the way, so it's easy for me to see everything regardless of where in the drawer it's located.
Catching on like a wildfire, feeling for a brand new start. Rain is gone, now it's so much brighter, new song in my heart. Catching on like a wildfire, feeling for a brand new start. Rain is gone, now it's so much brighter,
This drawer of shopping bags is the bane of my existence. There's always some like stuck way back behind the drawer, so that's what I'm grabbing there. What do you guys do with like your leftover Walmart bags and stuff like that? Because I know they can't really be recycled very many places. I use some of them as trash bags in our bathroom, but other than that, like I feel bad throwing away all that plastic, but like you also can't recycle it. I don't know. What can you do with those?
Left you on the corner, Robinson and Port, with my eyes closed. Oh, I could never walk away if I was looking at your face. No, I never leave you. There was something about that night. All the lights they'd fall on your shoulders. Sun sets the city on fire behind you. Someday I'll be looking back when we're older, saying that night was golden. You were so beautiful to me. Rain was coming down on the day that you left town. It's like the sky could tell.
So this was the next day, which means obviously my oven had already been through its cleaning cycle, but I wiped everything down. It definitely did look a lot better, but there were some parts that I just could not get cleaned. So I'd love to know what you guys use to clean your oven, because I don't actually have like a proper oven cleaning product or anything like that. I was just using a multi-surface spray, and it definitely did not get like all of the stuff. Like you'll see when I'm done, there's still some stuff like along the back of my oven, those like little streaks of whatever on there that I still couldn't get up. So what do you guys use to clean out your oven? I would love to get your suggestions.
They fall on your shoulders. Sun sets the city on fire behind you. Someday I'll be looking back when we're older, saying this night was golden, and you are so beautiful to me. Walking down the street, putting your arms around me, thinking of all these memories. Our lives are full of days like these, and there's not a moment missed when I don't think the stars for this. Take what you love and set it free. The love of my life came back to me. Now we're walking down the street, you're putting your arms around me, thinking of all these memories. Our lives are full of days like these. All the lights, they fall on your shoulders. Sunsets.
Now you're about to see my secret hiding spot for my snacks. Don't tell my husband.
All the same way, now we're older. Today was golden. You are so beautiful. Today was golden. You are so beautiful. Today was golden. You are so beautiful to me.
Finishing off with my dishwasher. This is such an important step. Do not skip this in your kitchen deep clean. You especially need to get like around all the little rubber pieces. Just gross gunk and stuff can build up in there. Especially I'm finding where I'm cleaning right now, that little corner, almost like where the hinge is. On my dishwasher, there's a little rubber piece there that gets really like loaded with gook. I ended up spraying some baking soda and some vinegar, or pouring baking soda and spraying some of that vinegar spray and then using my toothbrush. And that worked really well. I probably should have done that instead of the Q-tip thing because the toothbrush really took care of it. So that's what I would recommend using. And then I just ran it on a rinse cycle with some vinegar in the bottom, and that helped it get nice and clean. Now we're just finishing off with the floors.
I did it. My kitchen is clean. It feels so good. If you were cleaning your kitchen along with me, I commend you. Deep cleaning your kitchen is definitely not for the faint of heart. It is time consuming and takes some hard work. So I hope you guys got some stuff done while you're watching this video. If you enjoyed today's video, click that like button down below, comment down below and let me know what you would like to see me deep clean next for this deep cleaning series. And I will make that video for you. We've got some closets that need cleaned out. I've got my bedroom, my living room. So let me know what you want to see next. Make sure that you are subscribed and have your notifications turned on. That way you don't miss the next video from me, and I will see you guys again in the next one. Bye.
Taking me back to better days.